prefer the news, the weather, or the sports? You can have it all anytime you want. With MediaNet, you can have over 150 functions at your fingertips. If you would like to see just how easy and simple MediaNet is to operate, just come by any of our 6 stores for a free demonstration. Just another reason to do business with Southeastern Cellular.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boys Toys. We're in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the Spring Bash 2007 here at Hooters, right off the interstate. You should be here. A lot of cars, a lot of good-looking cars out in the parking lot. I'm going to show you some this week, some next week, so you don't want to miss it. Sit back and relax. We'll be right back with Big Boys Toys.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
First vehicle, Brad Carroll, a 1963 Volkswagen Bug. Brad, welcome to Big Boys Toys. A little unique Volkswagen. Tell me a little bit about it and what all have you done to it.
Well, we got the air ride suspension on it. In the interior, we kind of gave it the old school hot rod look to it. It's got the metal flake and on the dash, steering wheel, and stuff like that. You know, it's basically just wanted to be a little bit different, you know, with the air ride on it.
Yeah, it's different. What made you pick a 63 Volkswagen?
Well, I've always been into Volkswagens, and they're a whole lot more fun, and in somewhat way, they're a whole lot cheaper to build than some of those other cars. That, of course, I was into that scene too, with the Hondas and all that kind of stuff. But
you said it's easier to build. Is it easy to get parts for these old Volkswagens, or?
Well, it depends on how far down you go in the years. Kind of, yeah. It's fairly easy to get parts for.
These things was back when I was a teenager. You seen a lot of the teenage girls driving them because you can fill them up with gas and drive forever.
I get a little bit better gas mileage than my personal vehicle.
Now, how long did it take you to fix it up and do all the stuff you done to it?
I probably had it about 6 years now, but really did all this kind of stuff to it in about a year and a half.
But when you made it sit down back there, the wheels went out like that. Is that just the way the suspension is?
Yeah, it's just a suspension. It's a swing axle. When you let it down, they'll swing up like that.
Back in the day, when you jacked these up to change the tires and all, every time you put them down, they'd lean in till you drove it. Once you started down the road, they'd straighten up.
That's right. The torsions will settle back down and everything after a while.
Now, you did the metal flaking all on the steering wheel dash yourself, or?
A friend of mine did that for me, but of course it was my idea though.
And you don't have to worry about it overheat?
Yeah, you do, but you got to keep them tuned right, you know.
But you ain't got a radiator, so water ain't gonna boil anyway.
No.
Now, what size motor and all's in it?
It's got just a 1600cc motor in it. It's the car used to be a 6-volt car, but it's been converted over 12 volt. And so it's got a little bit more pep than that year should have.
So you actually had to switch it to 12 volt to put all the stuff you wanted to put on it, right? It wasn't going to run on 6 volt.
Right, yeah.
So to convert all that over, was it hard?
Not really, except for the transmission. The stock transmission has to be made room for to allow for the flywheel to go in. If not, your flywheel will just rub and all that kind of stuff. That's basically all you have to really do.
Now, what color brown is that? Is that original color that come on the Volkswagens, or
no,
that's pick it off another car?
That's actually UPS brown.
UPS. UPS would be real happy, wouldn't they? I got a UPS Volkswagen right around. All you got to do is give them a UPS sticker to go on.
Yeah, a friend of mine's going to try to give me up a sticker.
Yeah, just put your big UPS sticker on both sides of it. Instead of a number like old Herbie's got, you just have a UPS sticker.
That's right.
Now, these mirrors and all come on the 63s on the fenders like that?
Well, that was actually a accessory back in the 60s in Germany. So they didn't really actually come on. That was just kind of like an aftermarket thing.
Did you find the car here or
Yes.
around
Yes.
Tuscaloosa area? Or?
I was in Alger, Alabama.
So this is one you just found out in the field, or they actually restored it some for you?
No, it was just sitting there mostly in the barn all its life, and all I had to do was put the motor back in it. The body was pretty straight when we ended up painting it.
Ain't a lot of body there, is it?
No, but it's a lot of curves.
There's a lot, yeah. Now, do you drive this to all the shows, or you?
Yeah, I drive it all to the shows. Yeah.
You went to any just Volkswagen?
Oh yeah, I got to do a lot of Volkswagen shows.
Just Volkswagens only? Because there's a lot of people that's fixing up the Volkswagen trucks, the Bugs, the Super Beetles. Super Beetles, you see a lot of them around. Actually, they come out with the new Bugs 4 years ago because they sold so good way back there. They're going to try it again. And the new ones, to me, is not like the old ones.
Oh no.
They're just
No.
entirely
They're
different.
okay because they have air conditioning. That's about it.
You got air in that, don't you? Them vent windows, pushing vent windows.
Yeah,
out.
if you got to go about 60 or 80 to get some good air going.
And it'll run that fast too. Them little
Yeah.
things will just get it to be no bigger motor than is in the
Right.
car. Anything else you want to do to it?
Just keep it alive. That's about it. Just keep it going.
You've got another Volkswagen too you're working on, or is this the only one?
This is the only one.
Tell you what, it's a good looking vehicle. Appreciate you
thank
being on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. We're going to jump to from a Volkswagen to an S10. I guarantee you ain't seen an S10 like this before. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys. M&L Auto Repair, right there on 78, right across from the Quick Meds. Tell you what, Manuel and his staff can do anything that's known to be done to a car, they can do it. Tell you what, he's the specialist around here on carburetors. All you guys got these old street rods and all, or you got some of the old cars, the carburetor ain't running right, he rebuilds Quadrajets, Hollies, just about anything. He's a Jasper engine dealer, and he has Jasper engines and transmissions. Also, they're TechNet professionals. They're members of the TechNet, so that means they're good. They do about anything, and when they rebuild a motor for you, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a difference. That motor's going to look different when they rebuild it. They put their special touch on that engine before you pick it up. So go by and see Manuel or one of the staff at M&L Automotive and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Best kept secret in Anniston, Alabama. Romine's Annistonian Restaurant, 1709 Noble Street, Anniston, right across Administration Building, has got that country lunch special each and every day, meat and vegetables. Sunday buffet, all you can eat from 11 to 4, only $6.99. They got catfish, they got steaks, they got fried chicken, barbecue. They're the home of the off to the bone barbecue. They got hamburgers, hot dogs, pork chops, you name it, they got it. Specialties in desserts, Black and Forest cake, pecan pie, cheesecake. They got it. They're the #1 location for German cuisine also. Stop by today. Tell them you want some of that great German food Barry Miller sent you by. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Next vehicle, 93 S10 Chevy pickup, Chris Mears. Chris, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Nice to be
Tell
here.
me a little bit about your car. Truck. All right. I see so many of them. Truck.
Well, it's a 93 S10. It's been painted since 99. Jonathan Goolsby up at Goolsby Customs painted it. It's got a 4.3 liter V6 in it. Me and my dad and my father-in-law put the air ride suspension on it and the engine-driven compressor. I did all the interior work, and a friend of mine in Bessemer, Tim and Ryan, they helped me suicide the doors on it. That's about it.
With the door handles and all still there, people's gonna think you go open the door that way.
Yeah, well, you actually do. We actually went inside there and used cables in order to route it above the door. So they go above the door, and the factory door handles still do open the truck.
So you pull the factory door handles and then it opens this way.
Yeah, it opens
Something like a
backwards.
sliding door on the new vans.
Yeah, similar to it.
Comes up this way.
Right.
Now, was that a design y'all come up with, or was you bought it like that?
The truck, like I said, had been painted for so long, we didn't want to repaint it. So I didn't want to shave the handles, so I wanted something a little bit different. So that's why we went ahead and used the factory handles, in the inside and out.
Now, in the back of it, you got all the diamond cut back there. Now, what all is in the back of it?
When you air ride one, you have to cut the chunk out for the rear end to go up through the bed. So to kind of decorate it a little bit, I went and diamond plated it to cover it all up, make it look a little bit better, keep a lot of the dirt and stuff from the road from jumping up there in it.
Now, the compressor and all that operates that, is it back in the back or in the front? Or?
Well, it's in the front. It's engine driven. It's on a serpentine belt, just like the alternator and the air conditioner compressor.
So it's a whole lot better than air.
Oh yeah, I mean, that right there, it'll fill the tank up in less than a minute.
So you just crank it, let it idle for a minute, push a button,
That's
and
it.
it's up.
That's all you got to do.
Did you come up with the paint scheme and all on it, or?
Me and Jonathan did. We'd talked about the colors that we wanted and everything, and took it up there one morning about 5 o'clock, and he laid everything out and matched both sides and did it for me. But yeah.
Now, you said the paint job's been on there how long?
Since '99.
Do you drive it to most of the shows, or do you haul it?
Most of the shows, the ones out of state, you know, I put it on a trailer and haul it. But most of the ones around here, I live in Hugtown, so most of the ones around here, you know, we drive it.
Now, you got the stereo system and all in it too, where you compete with that also?
Yeah, I've taken a lot of it out. When I did the air ride, I had to take the camper and everything off of it. So I took all the stuff that was in the back of it, I took it all out. Now it's just the inside. You know, we just have it in the doors.
It's got your thumper and all that in there.
That's it.
The wheels, now, it's all chrome.
I just wanted to look something a little bit different, you know, a painted wheel to go with the rest of the truck. I think it turned out pretty good.
Actually, you've been working on it ever since you had it, or have you quit and just showing it now?
Well, no, we just suicided the doors in February. We're always working on it.
Anything else you want to do to it?
No, I think I'm about through with it. I don't think there's anything else I could do to it.
You was actually going to put a big V8 in it
Yeah,
one time.
I had a 350 tune port I was going to put in it, and you know, those little 4.3s, they're the same block and bolt pattern. Transmissions work as in 350, so you know, you just buy an electric fan and put you some motor mounts in it, and you're good to go.
I'll tell you what, that's a good looking truck, and I like the way you put the diamond plate on the back there, because it just decorates your truck. And like you said, you've got a lot of stuff on there, but you can't see it.
Right. Yeah, you can't see it, you know, and it just covers it all up. Like I said, when you drive it, especially on shows like this where you're out in the fields, you know, it just keeps dust down.
Yeah. You don't have to wash it so much.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you
Appreciate
being
it.
on the show.
Thank you much.
We'll be right back. Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you: Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I'll tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. Don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes, any type of classic car you could want, he has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call. Coosa Valley Sales, 231 right here in Crotwell, Alabama, has anything you want at one place. Homesteader trailers, Lone Wolf trailers, open, enclosed trailers, car haulers, Dump trailers, they got it. Golf carts, they get any type of golf carts you want there also. You people need storage buildings, he's got any size storage building. And they got one of the prettiest wood gazebos you've ever seen right out front. You can't miss it when you go by Coosa Valley Sales on 231. Stop by and see Dale or Bonnie today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by, or call them at 205-369-7603. Crawford Office Supply right here in Anniston moved into the brand new location, 2,500 square foot building right there on Layton Avenue. Anything to deal with office supplies, Crawford has it right there in stock. Pens, papers, pencils, anything. Scratch and dent furniture, brand new office furniture, filing cabinets, you name it, it's right there. They have free delivery also for all the products. Hey, if you need something they don't have in stock at Crawford Office Supply, guess what? They can order it. 1 or 2 days, they got it in stock. Go by today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, sometime during your life, everyone has to make decisions of the proper insurance to buy, whether it be business insurance, auto insurance, homeowners, motorcycle, motorhome, campers, even your antique vehicles. West Insurance Agency is your independent dealer for this area right here on Hamrick Drive in Oxford. They have plans for any type of driver regardless of your driving record. Steve and his staff represent several different companies and they can get the right plan for you. They have a slogan, when you see us, don't think of insurance, but when you think of insurance, think of us. Give them a call today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. Now Cheehaw Harley Davidson right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road. They're your Harley Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Char Harley Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Next vehicle, 1955 Ford F-100 pickup, Herschel Ryan. Herschel, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. The Popo turned around. He was coming this way and he turned around. Tell me about your truck, Herschel. These, I don't know, the 55 and 56 Fords has always been special to me since I've been doing this show because they're beautiful trucks.
Well, me and a couple guys were going down the road and we found this thing in a creek.
No,
seriously. A guy in Tennessee built it. It's 55 Ford and it's got Chevrolet running gear, Nova front end, Nova rear end, 305 with automatic transmission. It is everything Chevrolet, even the steering column.
And a lot of people don't realize, I talk to car owners all the time, and they wonder why the Fords, the 34 Fords, 33 Vickies, why they all got Chevrolet motors in them.
I think they watch NASCAR a lot.
Well,
and they see the Chevrolets out front and
well,
they think the Chevrolets run that much better, but you know, sometimes I don't know about that.
That's one reason, but I had a guy tell me, and I had at least 3 guys tell me, that a Chevrolet motor, you can build a 350 with a 350 turbo and put it in anything a whole lot cheaper than you can build a 351 Ford engine.
That's true.
And a Ford transmission to put it in one of these.
Yeah.
Because a Ford is going to cost you more to build it, buy parts for it, and all for the running gear.
I hear a lot
Chevrolet's
of boys
cheaper.
talking about that the Fords, it costs more to build.
Because you actually take one of these and buy a crate engine, it's ready to go. Put your intake carburetor, you're ready to go.
That's right.
Did you paint it like this, or was it like that when you got it? Or?
It was like that when I bought it. The guy in Tennessee, well, you can tell, he put a good paint job on it. It's been restored from the ground up. It was took off the frame and everything. I got a thing in the truck here that tells all the stuff that was done to it, and there's new brake lines, it's been redone completely.
Now, you from here in the Tuscaloosa area, or?
Yeah, I live about 12 miles down the road, a little old town called Malma.
Been to Malma before.
Yeah, I was at Jasper, and that truck come in. I never have been a truck fan, but it come in, and I fell in love with it, and me and the guy ended up working up a deal, and I bought it.
Y'all went to talking. You said, hey, you ain't taking that truck back home with you.
That's right.
I'm keeping it. Now, where's some of the places you've took it?
Oh, we've been to Jasper. We've been to Orville.
And you drive it, you don't haul it?
I haul it some and I drive it some. It's just according.
How far are you going?
I drove it to Orville, but I've been to Birmingham in it. It cruises on the interstate good. It's not a hot rod, but it cruises good.
Yeah, it just gets out there and eases on up the road.
Yeah.
Now, they do have some shows that's just trucks only. They have just truck shows.
Yeah.
You can go to some of these shows and you can't even have a car there. Trucks only. And
I hadn't been to one of those. There's always
trucks.
been cars and trucks. It was in the World of Wheels last year, but I didn't put it in there this year. I got a 95 Camaro that's been customized. I carry it a lot to shows.
So most of what you do is just cosmetic. Keep it up, keep it clean.
Yeah.
Interior and all is like
Yeah,
that when you got
detail it.
And it's always small things you can do to it. You always want to see something. And that's why people go to car shows. They see something on it that they want to put on theirs.
Yeah.
They want to change it up.
It's cheaper to buy one than it is to build it. But
Yeah.
a lot of people, my son, he likes to fool with it, and he said he'd rather build it.
Excuse me. If you bought this truck scratch, sitting in a field with no motor or nothing in it, and you go to build it, you're going to put twice as much as just buy it
Yeah.
from somebody that already built it. Especially if you're not a body man, you're not a mechanic, you're not an interior man,
That's
you have to
true.
pay to have it done.
You gotta pay everybody to do everything to it. You can buy it cheaper. But you find one that somebody's tired of fooling with, you know.
And a lot of people build one, drive it a little while, and sell it. They want to build something else.
Yeah, that's
They want
me.
a different car,
That
different
there's
truck.
for sale.
So you got yours for sale already.
Yeah. I kind of want a sedan, about a 30-something 4-door sedan that's street rod ready, you know, something you can jump in and go
Jump
to
in and go.
California. Yeah.
Tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate you being
Thank
on
you.
your show.
Enjoyed it.
We'll be right back. Like I said, if you're not in Hooters in Tuscaloosa today, you're missing it. Having a great time. A lot of good looking cars, a lot of food inside. This is a show you've got to make each and every year. We'll be right back. You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to stop by. American Income Tax Service. They have electronic filing. They do individual and business tax filing. They have all the necessary paperwork right there. They do anticipation and refund loans right there at the American Income Tax Services. They have offices in Anniston, Gadsden, Gunnelsville, Collinsville, Rainbow City, and Attala. They do all tax services right there in one place. Contact any of the associates at American Income Tax. Tell them you heard their ad on Big Boyz Toys and you'd like them to fill out your taxes. Auto Unlimited in Moody and Pell City is your #1 headquarters for most any type of add-ons to your vehicle. From the famous Flowmaster exhaust system to wheels, tires, anything that will make that vehicle catch everyone's eye. They do custom upholstery, painting, and classic car restoration. So from bumper to bumper, John and his staff can make that old clunker look like a brand new vehicle. Stop by or call them today and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. If you want to go out for the evening or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Oxford Picture Framing, 919 Snow Street, right here in Oxford, Alabama, is your #1 location for that special framing of anything that is dear and special to you. With over 1,000 frames, anything that can be framed, she can frame it. From graduations, weddings, to the new arrival to the family, she's the one to take it to. They can preserve and seal most any type of items for the special shadow boxes that will stay like new for years to come. Stop by or call Allison today at 835-2780 and tell you heard about her on Big Boyz Toys. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway 77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Race City down in Lincoln, Alabama.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and head to the Lake Martin Car Show on Saturday, June 23rd. Wind Creek State Park will play host to hundreds of classic cars and hot rods. Admission is only $3, and there will be door prizes and drawings for $1,000 in prize money. The first 200 entries will receive a free dash plate. The Lake Martin Car Show at Wind Creek State Park, Saturday, June 23rd from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. For registration information, call 1-800-ALA-PARK or visit OutdoorAlabama.com.
Next vehicle, Larry Johnson, 1966 Chevy Nova. Larry, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you.
Tell me about your Nova. We used to call these a little box. It was kind of like a box.
Right.
And everybody wanted them to put big motors in and race them because they're light and they'll go.
They will. They're real light. I don't think they weigh but about 2,800 pounds, and they're real light. This one's got a 350 Power Glide 10 by 10. I put power brakes on it. I didn't like the old drum brakes very well, and it didn't want to stop. I put disc brakes on the front. Got several more things I want to do to it. One thing I want to do is put a overdrive transmission in it where I can get out and hit the highway.
Get out on the highway.
Right.
Well, Power Glide's pretty good. Power Glide just got 2 gears and hits drive, you still tight.
Right.
Actually, a 3-speed turbo would help you a lot in gas mileage.
It probably would.
Because you got that extra gear.
Right. But I want us to get out and be able to get on the interstate and cruise and take some trips in it. It's hard to do it with it like that.
Yeah.
Keeps the engine wound up pretty tight.
Where'd you find a Nova in this good a shape, or did you did a lot of work to it?
Well, I found it in Perry County. A young man had it there, and he had bought it and kept it about a year. And I think it came out of North Alabama. It's in real good shape. It really surprised me. He sold it to me for a decent price, and I couldn't hardly turn it down. Wanted to do a little work on it. I like buying them and fixing them up, and then eventually selling them. And
it was actually white originally, or did you change the color?
No, sir, it was white when I got it, but I looked the codes, the numbers up, and it was actually a yellow with a tan interior.
Back in '66, you think about it, a lot of the yellow ones, but they was kind of a creamish yellow, ugly yellow.
Right.
Well, I call it. It was more like a
light
like
yellow.
A butterscotch.
Yeah, it was.
Remember them old Impalas like that? There's like a butterscotch with a white top.
Right.
That's an ugly car.
Real light yellow.
Yeah. And they put a white top on that, really made it ugly.
It did.
If they'd left it solid, it'd been a whole lot better.
Right.
But they put that white top on. Now, the Novas, 66, 67s is the years they made them like this.
Right. It was just 2 years they were made exactly.
And then
like
I think
that.
the 62, 3, 4, and the 5s actually was a little shorter.
Right. They were
But
a
they
little
didn't look
smaller
like
and
the
compact.
box in the back.
Right.
And them Novas, like, build an engine in it with 327 or something in it, and they'd build it up, and they would outrun anything around, because the only thing they had a problem with is getting it from wheel hopping and get traction.
Right.
If they could ever get it to get traction, they was
There
gone.
you go. Right.
Because there's nothing there. These old, you probably remember them, they had El Camino trucks this year. El Camino pickup, 66 and 67s, and they had 396 4-speeds in them.
Right.
And they'd run good, but you couldn't get no traction.
Right. Nothing in the back end to hold it down.
I had a buddy of mine in high school, his daddy had one, he'd take it on Saturday night racing, and he'd go by and put cinder blocks. He'd put about 20 cinder blocks in the back of it where he'd get traction. Now, what have you done to it? Just cosmetics?
Not a whole lot. The car didn't come with a radio, and like I said, I put the disc brakes on it, and planning on putting the 700R transmission in it. What I'm planning on doing.
That'll help you a lot on the road.
It will. Most of the cosmetic stuff is what I've done.
Did you have a Nova when you was younger, or you just?
No, sir. I just saw that, and it was a good buy, and bought it. I've had several cars. I've had 55 Chevrolet, 57 Chevrolet. I had 57 Corvette one time. Just had numerous cars over the years, and just a car nut.
That's what I told the guy earlier. You know, a lot of people buy them and fix them up, or buy them and drive them for a year or so, and they want something else. They just want to keep switching, get another vehicle, and drive something different.
I've had it about a year.
The interior now, whoever done it did great. I mean, it is
did a
gorgeous.
real good job.
It's a gorgeous car. I'll tell you what, good looking vehicle. Appreciate
Thanks,
you
sir.
being on the show. Another thing I always liked about the Novas, in the 66s, they put that chrome gas cap on
They
there.
did. They did. That
And
was the only
they
model
did-
I know of
yeah,
that did.
and they put a chrome gas cap. You'd think it'd be white, but they're all chrome if you look at them.
Right.
We'll be right back.